In today's video, we're going to do some inexpensive, thoughtful gifts. If you're looking for neighbors, family, friends, coworkers, things you could DIY, food gifts, I've got something for everyone. So we're just going to hop right into this. Remember, the best way you can support my channel is by hitting the like button and making sure you're subscribed. All right, let's get started. Oh, one more thing real quick before we get started. In the past, there was a couple different gift videos that there are a couple of them that just really everyone loved. And you might be new here and you might not have never seen those. So at the end of this video, I'm going to include, I think there's two that I'm definitely going to include that they're fantastic. Year after year, they are amazing to give. So I'm going to include those. So stay tuned for those because if you haven't seen them, you're going to want to. This first one is perfect for grandma, the person who has everything. We're going to go with a food item. And honey is such a nice gift that you can give. Almost everybody likes honey. Honey is so great for everything. So my local TJ Maxx, my local Home Goods, they always have such unique type of honeys. So you can go over there, get you one, super inexpensive, your local grocery store. This one was $5.99. But this is how you're going to present it. They have beautiful honey jars. So we're going to take this honey out of this ugly plastic thing. We're going to place it into this beautiful jar. And then I have a little add-on that we're going to add on the side. With every gift, you're going to realize that by presenting it beautiful, it just kind of elevates it. You can take an ordinary gift and make it look 1,000 times better just by what you put it in. So it really shows that you're thoughtful and that you care about that person. So make sure that your container is obviously nice and clean before you put your honey in there. Then I also got these little honey stir sticks. Those are so cute, and we're going to take these out of the package and we're going to tie one on here just to make it look super adorable. I love how they're little Christmas trees. How cute! This is beautiful. I think anyone would enjoy this. Oh my goodness, it's starting to get cold outside. We had our first snow, and all I want this winter is a perfectly cozy bed. And in order to do that, you have to have a great foundation. And that's where Helix mattress comes in. I first started wanting a new mattress because I was waking up every morning and I felt like, oh, so much older than I actually am. I'd wake up, my back was hurting, my neck was hurting, and I knew I needed to do something about it. So we got our new Helix mattress, and let me tell you, it was super easy. I know buying a mattress online can be intimidating because you're like, oh, I'm not going to sleep on it beforehand. Helix offers you a 120-night sleep trial. They're very confident that you're going to love your mattress, but if you should ever have to return it or exchange it, it is easy. Oh, and they have a lifetime warranty. So you'll go online, you'll do their sleep quiz and ask you some questions about, how you sleep and if you have a partner, how they sleep, and it'll match you with the perfect mattress. For Jason and I, we got matched with the Helix Sunset Luxe. And let me tell you, it's been amazing. And we upgraded to the Glaciotex cooling cover because nobody has time for night sweats and being hot. I want to sleep cool and dry all night long. It'll come rolled up right to your door, free shipping in the US. Pop it on, you're ready to go, and you will have the best night's sleep. Something else, if you're wanting to upgrade up in your, like you have a guest bedroom or something, they have the Ergo-Align mattress topper. So I got one for my guest bedroom because let's just say that the mattress that's in there is like 20 years old. It is not an amazing award-winning Helix mattress. It's seen better days. So I was like, what can I do without spending the price of an entire mattress, but upgrade my guest bedroom? So I got one of the mattress toppers, and I think my guests definitely enjoy it. We all know there's a lot of sales this time of year, but Helix has extended their Cyber Monday for an exclusive partner offer of 27% off site-wide. I'm going to leave a link down in the description box, or you can head over to helixsleep.com/charmingabode. You are definitely going to want to take advantage of this. After you wake up from your first night's sleep on your Helix mattress, you are going to be wondering why you didn't do this sooner. And a big thank you to Helix for sponsoring today's video. This next one is so fun. I'm sure you've seen, if you watch trends and notice everything that's online, that Ralph Lauren Christmas is like all the rage this year. So at my local TJ Maxx, they actually had Ralph Lauren tea towels. So we're going to take the tea towels, we're going to take the cutting board, and I'm going to show you how to make the most adorable bow with the tea towel. Okay, making a bow out of a tea towel can be easy and it can be challenging. For this one is a little more challenging for me because it's rectangled. If it's square, easy peasy. If it's rectangle, you'll see, because this is, got different texture on both sides, but that's okay. So you're gonna take a corner and you're going to do a triangle. Well, obviously it's a rectangle going into a triangle, so it's not going to end up exact as if, it was a square. So here is our triangle first, okay? Then what you're going to do is you're going to take this top part and you're gonna fold it down once, just like that. And then you're gonna take this bottom part, you're gonna fold it up. And this thing is so thick and luxurious. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm gonna fold it and fold it again. Yeah, that's perfect. So you're gonna have to kind of see if you need just one fold or two folds in order to get yours to be just like this, okay? So then you're just going to fold it in and fold it in. So you can see how it's already starting. We're gonna cinch this together and it's gonna turn into a bow. So just do it like that, and then take whatever ribbon you want. We're gonna use this pretty green velvet ribbon. Run it underneath to where it's in between here. And then you will cinch it up. Don't worry, when you first cinch it up, you're gonna be like, what the heck did I just do? And when you turn it over, it'll start to look like a bow. And then this one's difficult because it's thick and so luscious. I have to tell you, if you use a thinner towel or napkin, it's actually a little easier. Okay, that is looking so cute. Now we're just going to take it and use this ribbon and tie it onto the top of our cutting board. And then I always just play around to get it to lay how I want it, that kind of thing, to where it looks adorable like a cute bow. Okay, so I just tied the ribbon on the back. Oh, how cute is that? There's a bunch of different ways you could do this. You could then add like a cute little gift tag. Do you want to add the spoon? I mean, you could add a spoon in here if you want to give it like a little bit of a different style. I hope you found the bow tutorial helpful. I know when you're watching it on screen that it seems like it might be complicated. It is not complicated. Once you do it a couple times, you're gonna be like, oh, this is so easy. I want to give you one more idea really quick, because if your cutting board's been done, it's overrated, this is a cookbook stand, which I absolutely love because I still use cookbooks and that type of thing. So if you want to do a cookbook stand, you can just tie that on here. I just slipped it off of the thing and I slipped it right over this one. And then that way it's just like another option of something that you want to give. You could even put a cookbook back behind here. This is so cute. Okay, this next one, we are just gonna go over to Canva. It's a free site where you can make stuff, and we're gonna make a little label. And I wanted to do a cute font with a heart, so this says Mom's Emergency Stash. That's basically what I want, because this is gonna be our gift tag. So now I'm gonna go print this off, and then I'm gonna show you how we're gonna put this together. Okay, so I got my little label printed off, and I got this little box from Walmart. This is basically like a school supply box, and this is where you can customize it to whoever you're giving it to. So I thought this would be fun as a cute little gift for Mom's Emergency Stash. What do moms need? What do moms always have? First of all, I'm gonna throw in some wet ones, some tissue, and I got tissues that are cute that say thank you, because hello, thank you, Mom, for all that you do. Maybe some little chapstick, some nice kind. Thought that was pretty. Maybe some mints for herself. And what if she needs a pick-me-up? Everybody deserves some chocolate. So you pop that in there, tied a red ribbon around it to make it cute and festive. I have a hole punch, and I think I'm just going to, I don't know, maybe I'll put it like that. Yeah. I kind of wish I would have printed this on cardstock so it would have been a little nicer. So keep that in mind if you have any. If not, paper is fine. That's adorable. Okay, now you are all set with the cutest little gift. So this, you can change this for whoever you want to do. Maybe it's your boss, maybe it's a coworker, maybe it's grandma, maybe it's your son, and you put things in there they enjoy. You could do money gifts, you could do all kinds of things. But I really think this is a fun, different idea. This next one, I hope I can pull it off. If I can pull it off, then you can pull it off because I am not a plant lady, but I have a really great idea. Okay, so we can do this one of two ways. So here's the deal. I went to go to a local thrift store to see if I could find a really pretty, just old teacup. And I couldn't find anything. I feel like lately everything in the thrift stores, at least in my area, are just... So I actually found this adorable one at TJ Maxx. And so red cardinals always make me think of my mother-in-law. So I was like, okay, I am spending money on the cup a little more than I wanted to, but what I'm putting in it is free. So I have this aloe vera plant that is ready to be transplanted because it is like way too big. And it has created over here on the side another little baby. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transplant the baby into the cup because I think it is so beautiful when plants and those type of things are planted in unique items. And this is a great starter because when I first began with this aloe vera plant, it was in a little tiny thing. So I think this will do great. And then that way she can start it in this little teacup. And then when she's ready to transplant it into something bigger, then she has this adorable mug. And it even came with this adorable little red cardinal spoon. So the cup itself was like $14.99. My dog's gonna start barking. But of course the plant was free. So if you needed to switch it up for your budget and you were able to find a really pretty teacup from, like a thrift store for a couple bucks and buy a little plant from a nursery to put in there, you're still gonna spend very little amount on this gift, and it comes with a lot of heart and it's just special and unique. So Jason is a better plant guy than I. I wonder if he would help me get this transferred in there. I need a little bit of dirt. We'll see what we can do. I got Jason here. He is the plant expert. And this should be pretty easy. And he so graciously volunteered so I don't get my fingernails all dirty.
Let's see here.
So this is our little guy that's gonna go in there. And yeah. So right now, are you trying to just get to the root of the baby?
I'm just teasing the root out with the dirt so I don't rip it.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. I love how this turned out. I can't wait to watch this grow. This next one's a really nice food gift. This is a seasoning that I keep on hand at my home. I think it was last year or the year before I shared with you guys Jason's little beef rub that he has, which is so good. If you haven't seen that one, I'm gonna leave it up here for you to check it out because that's great for all kinds of meat also. But this one is mine and it's a little more simple, a little more basic. I love it for chicken, I love it for fish. It's just really nice to add in. And so you can do it really cute. We can do it in mason jars. There's all kinds of different ways. And you can get smaller ones because a little bit of this goes a long way. It's very important that we use the Himalayan pink salt. Blah, 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 blah. Why did that seem so difficult to say? So this one's a brand new one. I went and got a brand new one. Let me put my glasses on so I can see. So you're gonna take 1 cup of the pink Himalayan salt, put that in a bowl, and then you're going to do 1/4 cup of ground black pepper, and 1/4 cup of garlic powder. You can do garlic powder or you can do the garlic granulates. It's completely up to you. Whew. Strong, my friend. Okay, get that well incorporated. Now, the cool part is if you did the smaller mason jars, then you have several gifts just from this. So a little can go a long way and you can really, make your dollar go far. So it kind of probably just varies on how much a person cooks, but this can do a lot of meat, let me tell you. It smells so good. Now it's making me hungry. So we have it in our little mason jar, but we can make cute little tags to go with this. We could cover this in fabric and make this really cute. You want this to be something that they can have sitting near their stove or with their spices that they can just grab easily and put all over their meat. So I think I'm going to go over to Canva and I'm going to go into gift tags. Let's go over there and let's make up one of these. And because we want to let them know what's in it. That way, you know, if there's ever any questioning or if they're like looking for something, a certain spice or whatever, then they'll at least know what's in it and be able to use it appropriately. Okay, I think this is the one I'm going to do. I wrote Leslie's house seasoning made with pink Himalayan salt, garlic powder, and black pepper. And then it's got special gift. And then I wrote love, Jason and Leslie. And I put the year 2025. I'm gonna open this top part up. I have just like an old scrap of burlap I thought might be cute in there. And then I have this red and white ribbon, kind of candy cane stripe looking to me, that we're gonna use to tie. And then that way, it'll be so cute. And then I have this cute wooden spoon. They sell these over on Amazon that I'm going to attach with this. So that way, if they don't wanna use their fingers and they wanna, you know, sprinkle it with the spoon, they have this as an option. Okay, so I just tied the little spoon. I love this look. Ah, so adorable. Next up, we're doing one of my favorite things. We're making coasters. Now you might be like, but coasters are amazing. They're so easy to make and they're just a really fun DIY to do because they're easy. Anybody can do these. So over on Amazon, they sell the little tiles and they're really inexpensive. And they even come with the cork backing. So we're just off, put it on the back of the tile. That way when they set their coaster down on whatever surface, it's protected and it's nice. So you pop your little cork backing on. Cork back is on. And then there is a lot of places that you can get the transfers. One of my favorite places to get is Iron Orchid Designs. I'll leave everything I can is going to be down in the description box, so make sure you look for anything. But I also get them over on Amazon. I've bought many ones over there. I have made a lot of coasters. It's like one of my favorite things to do. Okay, I got my 4 designs picked out. I'm definitely going with this little cutie. And the cool part about it is I just wanted to like go in the center of this, and it's going to be too big, and that's okay. We're going to take that part off, but it doesn't have to be precise. Sometimes if it's too precise, that's when it doesn't look the best. So basically when you do a transfer, you just take this backing off, and then here's the little sticky part, and you figure out where you want to place it. And then I usually use like some kind of like little stick or something. You can use the back of a credit card, anything you want like that. Rub it down. And then that's it. You just pull it off. Oh, that's going to be adorable. And then I'm going to show you how we seal this day and be great, even if you have like sweaty drinks. Okay, this is what I spray coat them with. And I have been doing this for years now, and it does an amazing job. This just gives it that permanent, it doesn't, you know, that permanent finish over it, like a protective gloss. It's non-yellowing, it's moisture resistant, and dries in minutes, and it does a great job. I mean, I've made coasters with like napkins, and this seals it in and does great. Come out here to the garage. I put them in a box, and we're just gonna spray them, and then I usually make sure it's good. Sometimes I do 2 coats. It's cold, so I might need to. Okay, I wanted to show you what they feel like. I wish I could let you feel, but after you've sprayed them, I mean, they're totally fine now. So no matter what kind of transfer you get, if you spray them with that protective coating, they will do great. Sweaty cup and anything. So these are all done. And the ones that I'm going to list from Amazon, let me show you. They come in the little protective little bubble wrap things. And I hang on to them when I'm doing it, because then this is great to give them back in to keep them safe. So I'll put each one of them back in, and then we'll wrap them up cute. And then that way, you know, we guarantee ourselves that 1, we don't break them, and 2, that they're just transported nicely. And how convenient is that? Okay, do you ever want to make a treat that's really yummy for someone, but you don't want to bake, and so you're like, ugh, I got the perfect little gift-giving holiday treat that you can make. So simple. You're going to take Ritz crackers. This bag has 18 of them in there. You can get the family size if you want. This is just a little shareable one. So you're going to lay down 18 Ritz crackers, and then you're going to place a Reese's on top of each one, but you want the Reese's Thins. It just makes it easier for the sandwich. Here's the bad part. I gotta sit here and unwrap all 18 of these. So you're just gonna place it on top, and then once you get those all placed on there, you're going to want to then put that in the oven for 90 seconds on 350. I'll list this down below in the description box. And because you just want them to be shiny, you don't want them to melt. And then the moment they come out, we just place another Ritz on top. And then we're gonna put this in the fridge and let them cool. So that way the chocolate and the Ritz becomes one to where you can pick it up and move it. Because then of course we're gonna dip it in chocolate. And we can make it into cute, we can leave it plain like that. It's perfection. Because you got the salty with the peanut butter and the sweet, it's just so good. Or we can make them into cute little reindeer. I'll show you some different options. Let me get these unwrapped, get these in the oven, and we're gonna get these going. Okay, and then I'm just gonna melt some almond bark according to the package directions, because then we're gonna dip our cookie into this. And I always feel like this sets up so nicely. You can use real chocolate if you want, but this is just what I use. Tell me that isn't the cutest little thing. Now we're just gonna get it packaged up, and it's the perfect little holiday gift. So these cookies, you can just stack them right on top of each other. It's like no big deal, but to give them as a gift, go get a really cute little tin. They have pretty ones at Walmart. They have pretty ones at Hobby Lobby. And then that way, sometimes I'll line the bottom with parchment paper. Just make sure that's clean. I always just make sure I wash it beforehand, but this is such a cute, inexpensive idea for anyone. They're so cute in there. I showed this over on Instagram, and it's just too cute not to share here because you guys all seem to really love it. And it's just, I think it's because of the way the piping bag makes it look so nice and presentable. So you're gonna take a 12-inch piping bag. I got a set of like 12 of these for like a few bucks at Walmart. So think about how many gifts you can make out of 12 of these. So you can pass them around to all your neighbors or your coworkers, and they're just adorable and they smell amazing. So my best advice is to follow the order that I say to put this in, because that's how it's going to end up stacking so nicely, and I think it makes it just look so presentable. All right, for the bottom of the bag, I always put a teaspoon of nutmeg in. Next, you're gonna add in your cloves. I buy this big gigantic jar of cloves at my local grocery store just because it's inexpensive, and I just kind of eyeball it and put in just like a big hefty little handful to fill in the next part. You can see how it's starting to stack itself so nicely on top of each other. So next I'm gonna do my cranberries, and here's the best part. My cranberries at my local Walmart were on clearance for 25 cents after Thanksgiving, and cranberries stay fresh in the refrigerator for up to 2 months. So get your cranberries for this kind of thing. It is definitely worth it. And then all I do is I kind of eyeball it again. Mine's more about like presentation of like how cute I think it's gonna look. Like, okay, I think I want a little bit more cranberries. Okay, next I put in a sprig of mint. So you can do mint or rosemary. Mint happened to be on sale, so I decided to do that, and it smells so good. So mint or rosemary goes next. And then you're just gonna do a small orange, not one of the really big ones, and that's just gonna be placed on top. And then you're gonna take 2 cinnamon sticks and put one on each side. Now you have your adorable little concoction here. I'm actually gonna push these cinnamon sticks down a little bit further. Then you'll just take it and you'll tie it like this, and I'll show you the little card we put. So when I say tie it, I normally take a rubber band and put that around first. You don't have to do this extra step. It just helps keep it nice and sealed. So I have a rubber band around it, and then I'll end up doing my card with the ribbon. And you'll see here that my card says, Stovetop Potpourri. When you smell amazing, slice the orange and place all ingredients in a simmer pot. Cover with 2 cups of water and simmer on low. Enjoy the festive scent this holiday season. Love, the Wisers. Who wouldn't love receiving this? And it shows that you put a lot of thought into it, and it's just adorable. So now say, obviously this is great for adults, but they have kids and you want to do a little something similar like this for kids. Let me show you just a quick little easy idea that you can add along with this so it's more of like a family gift. Same piping bags because we don't want to buy any more. And I put enough hot cocoa mix for me to make 4 different servings of hot cocoa in case they have a family or mom and dad and 2 kids. So adjust yours accordingly. So I put 4 of them down in there. You can use pre-made, or if you like to make your own special hot cocoa, whatever is your favorite thing. So pop that down in there. Let me show you what one of my favorite is. I'm using this one down in there. This is the Ghirardelli hot cocoa mix that's made with the semi-sweet chocolate. Oh, it's really good. And so that is placed down in here for enough for 4 mugs, like I said. So then on top of that, we're gonna add some extra chocolate chips and the marshmallows, and then we're just gonna make it super cute. All right, I'm just gonna pour some extra chocolate chips on top. We're just doing the layering effect, kind of like we did with the other one. Add our little marshmallows down in here, and then we're gonna seal the top up. My marshmallows got kind of chocolatey, but we can't be complaining about chocolate. All right, now let's make it cute. We got our little Rudolph eyes that we're gonna put on here. I only have the larger ones, but hey, you know what? I'm gonna go with it. And I have some of those like glue dots, and so that's what I'm gonna actually place it with. So I'm just gonna add a glue dot onto the back of each eye and get those placed on. And then I have a sparkly little red nose that I'm gonna put right here like that. And I'm gonna use a glue dot for it also. All right, so then I just took a little bit of pipe cleaner. I only had red, and I think it works fine. I wanted brown, but I didn't have brown, so whatever. So I just took 2 and wrapped it around, just made a couple little antlers for my deer here, and ta-da! I put over on the community tab a poll on whether or not you want an entire video dedicated to holiday baking. You guys said yes, so we're definitely gonna do that, so stay tuned for that. I hope you guys found today's video helpful. I think I'm going to have one more video of last minute gift ideas if you're not a DIYer, if you don't want, to like make stuff and you need just something quick and fast to order that's cool. I think I'm going to have one more of those videos for you. So stay tuned and we'll see you guys again next week. Bye-bye.